Hi, my name is Sana Christian with my ID student number 102 F1021251066, and today I will tell you my experience using AI tools in learning English. So as you can see, this is my title for this 10-minute presentation. So, talking about learning with AI tools, and in the instruction lecturer say that we have to choose one AI tools that we use to learn English. So I choose ChatGPT because I think ChatGPT is one of the best AI tools I ever used. And fun fact that previously I have already used AI tools called TT that have upgrading becoming dollar. But I think, yeah, I think ChatGPT perform a more accurate information than other AI that I ever use. So I choose AI. And fun fact, I first used ChatGPT during my first semester at university. So when I in high school, I not really relevant with this AI tools, but I have already heard about these tools. But when I attend for speaking skill development class, a lecturer required me to required us to practice speaking with AI tools. Some of us choose Gemini, while some of us choose ChatGPT. So because I really think that ChatGPT may be better than Gemini, so I choose to follow my friends that choose ChatGPT as the AI tools for practice speaking. So actually, it's new for me, but yeah, let's dig into the use of AI for me. I use ChatGPT extensively to develop my English skill, including vocabulary building, and then grammar checking and speaking practice. Okay, talking about vocabulary building. So this is a part a partial conversation of vocabulary building, vocabulary searching. Actually, I have really more vocabulary that I never understand. So I asked GPT to interpret the meaning so I can interpret the whole meaning. For example, when I read a text, I found several vocabulary that I don't understand. I will make a list and ask GPT to make the meaning or to interpret the meaning and in order to understand the whole text. So not only the text, sometimes when I watch a movie or or maybe kind of film, there are some phrase or expression that I don't understand, so I ask GPT to translate it for me also. And yeah, when I maybe talk with my friends and they use a really a strange slang, I will ask GPT as well. The next one is writing checking. So I usually check my writing with ChatGPT even for this presentation. Fun fact, there are some topic that we have that we are attending for writing skill development. So that require me to open writing like so each time I write something, I will ask GPT to check my grammar or my vocabulary use because there are a thing called contextualization that I have to understand when particular word used. And also, I really, be, I really feel that my English skill increased significantly because when I do writing checking, ChatGPT sometimes correct or evaluate my vocabulary use, my grammar use, and now I become uh, more careful to determine what kind of tenses that I have to use, what kind of grammar that I have to take, and also I become more understand about the use of particular vocabulary. Even they have a similar meaning in Indonesia, but sometimes they have a different context in English. That's because AI. It really helpful for me to understand the contextual of word. The next one is a speaking practice. Speaking practice is actually really helpful when it do with AI, because AI never judge our grammar, our pronunciation, but it really respond us positively, that help us to grow our to develop our ability in speaking English. Mm, for the detail, I will explain in the next session. And now I will show you the main focus. The point two of this presentation is about the use ChatGPT in helping us for speaking practice. First, I want to show you the interesting part of ChatGPT. First, ChatGPT is talkative. When doing when we do the speaking practice with AI, it really responsive. I mean, they when we only perform a really short sentence, they can't perform more and more respond. That sometimes the response is longer than we dialogue than our dialogue. I mean, so it's really helpful because when it responds, we accidentally practice for a listening, like. So I think it's a balance between speaking practice and a listening practice. The next one is ChatGPT can understand our speech even when it is a bit unclear. Sometimes when I practice speaking English with another AI tools, they can't really understand what I say, and they do literal translation, and sometimes they misunderstand or misinterpretation of my word. But ChatGPT is different. It's really good tools because even when my pronoun is not good or unclear, it can interpret well based on my previous word. So I think it's the best part of AI. The next one is ChatGPT's voice is nearly similar to human voice. So as I said before that I have already used AI tools called Dola. You know that Dola is a really robotic voice. It's not really natural. That make our conversation is not really comfortable. But AI have a same intonation with human. That really the interesting part of AI, because I feel that I am communicating with human when I'm communicating with AI with ChatGPT. So I think this is the best feature of ChatGPT. Will I continue using ChatGPT for speaking practice? The answer is yes, but it's not become the main or the central way of practice speaking. I would use ChatGPT to use maybe for practice conversation that have really new topic for me, because maybe for a quiet, sensitive conversation, avoiding misinterpreting when I'm talking with humans. So I will use ChatGPT as my alternative way to practice speaking. But yeah, communicating is about human to human. So I will try maybe online platform to communicating with real human. But I will still use AI as my speaking practice partner. So, at the end, I want to say thank you for the attention and see you.